Welcome to the Explainer. You've probably seen those social media channels that seem to pump out an absolutely insane amount of content day after day. Ever wonder how they do it? Well, today we're diving into a system that promises exactly that, a way to create a huge library of short-form videos, pretty much on complete autopilot, all using AI. And let's be real, why is this getting so much attention? It's the money. Creators using these kinds of automated, faceless video systems are apparently pulling in anywhere from $3,000 up to $10,000 a month. Now that's a hook that gets people listening. And to really drive the point home, the person who pioneered this method makes a really bold claim. This isn't just some clever trick. They say this is a fundamental shift in how all content is going to be made from now on. We're talking to move away from manual grunt work and into the world of automated systems. Okay, so here's our roadmap. First, we're going to talk about the problem this whole thing solves, what I call the content treadmill. Then we'll pop the hood on the automation toolkit itself. After that, we'll walk through the step-by-step playbook, look at the incredible scale it promises, and then finish by asking, are we stepping into a totally new era for content? Right, so let's start with the why. Why would anyone on Earth need to create 1,000 videos? Well, it all boils down to the crazy, relentless pressure of being a creator today. You see, if you want to stay relevant on platforms like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, you have to be consistent. The algorithms demand it. They reward frequency. And that creates this nonstop need for more and more and more content. It feels like a treadmill you can just never, ever get off of. And if you try to meet that demand the old-fashioned way, doing it all by hand, well, that's a huge bottleneck. It takes forever to script, film, and edit just a single video. It can get super expensive if you try to hire help, and honestly, the sheer effort leads straight to burnout, which makes that all-important consistency basically impossible. So how does the system promise to just smash right through that bottleneck? It's surprisingly simple. It all comes down to a toolkit with just two main components working together. The real genius of this system is how it divides up the work. First up, you have ChatGPT Plus. Think of it as your personal scriptwriter, just churning out all the raw text you need. And then you've got Canva Pro, which steps in as the video factory, taking all that text and magically turning it into hundreds of finished videos. This whole concept, you'll often hear it called YouTube automation. And the goal couldn't be simpler. Build a machine that generates content for you, one that takes as much of the hands-on, manual work off your plate as possible. No filming, no doing voiceovers, no tedious editing. Okay, now we get to the really good stuff, the actual playbook. How do you go from a completely blank page to a folder that's overflowing with videos ready to post? It's a 5-step assembly line, and it's way more straightforward than you might think. This is it. This is the entire assembly line. You start with the script, generating quotes or facts in ChatGPT. Then you format it into a simple table. You hop over to Canva to design one single reusable video template. From there, you hit a button to generate all the videos automatically, and finally you schedule them all to go live. That's the whole workflow from start to finish. So, everything kicks off with the script. You feed a detailed prompt into ChatGPT to get it to generate a ton of text. For this example, they're using motivational quotes. Then, and this is the important part, you tell the AI to organize everything into a clean, simple table. Okay, listen up, because this part is non-negotiable. For Canva's automation to work its magic, the data has to be in this exact format. A clean 2-column table with a header for each column, in this case topic and quote. You have to get this structure right. Next step, you head over to Canva to design your master video template. This is the one single visual design that's going to be stamped onto every single video you generate. The best part? You only have to do this once. So what's in the template? It's actually just a few key building blocks. You need a background, like a copyright-free video clip. Then you add 2 different text boxes to act as placeholders, one for the topic and another for the quote itself. And of course, you can sprinkle in some visual effects to act as a hook and grab people's attention. And now for the magic trick. Inside Canva, there's a little app called Bulk Create. You paste your data from that ChatGPT table. You connect the topic column to your topic text box, connect the quote column to your quote text box, and then you click Generate. Canva just goes to work, creating a separate video for every single row in your table. It's wild. Finally, you take that mountain of content and schedule it out using a tool like Later.com. So you've gone through all the steps. What's the big payoff? The answer is one word: scale. We're talking a level of content production that is just flat out impossible for a human to do manually. So get this. The claim is that this system can spit out over 1,000 unique short videos in about 10 minutes. Let that sink in. That could be literally years' worth of daily content, all generated in the time it takes you to brew a pot of coffee. This chart really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? A creator working by hand might, if they're lucky, produce 1 or 2 good shorts in a day. This automated system, though, it can easily generate 100, 200, maybe even more every single day. It's not even in the same league. And the whole strategy behind this insane volume is what you might call platform dominance. By posting multiple times every single day, you are dramatically increasing your odds of showing up in search, of hitting the algorithm just right, and of going viral. The idea is that this fire hose of content can get a channel monetized in as little as 3 months. Okay, let's zoom out for a minute. We've seen the how and we've seen the why. But what does it really mean for the future of content when a system like this is available to literally anyone? So, to quickly recap everything, we've seen how AI tools like ChatGPT and Canva can be wired together to basically automate an entire video production line. This is a system that's built for one thing: massive scale. It banks on a strategy of super high-frequency posting to grow fast, all without ever showing your face or manually editing a single frame. You know, when you really think about it, a system like this starts to challenge what it even means to be a content creator. When you're using an AI to generate the ideas and software to put it all together, are you really creating anymore, or are you curating? It's a fascinating thought because the role shifts from being a hands-on artist to more of a systems operator. And all of this leaves us with one final and kind of profound question to chew on. If anyone can generate thousands of videos with just a few clicks, the supply of content becomes basically infinite. So, in a world flooded with content, what's going to make something valuable? What will make one video stand out from a million others that look almost exactly like it? I think the answer to that is what's going to define the next era of creation.